Hello, everybody. This is Blizzard Watch Plays Games, or Tavern Watch, or however you want to call it.
Tavern Watch.
The only thing is we are playing a game. We are playing D&D. We are playing D&D with all an Artificer party, which I don't know why Liz wanted to do this, but I also don't know why I said, okay. Either way, here we are. Normally, we would do a thing where I have the party just go around and introduce themselves, but instead of that, we're going to do something a little different and start with a brief intro. The water is extremely murky and dark and much, much blacker than you would expect. The sun is doing very little to cut through the cloud cover, and the fog is everywhere. As the boat rumbles with its elemental engine, Joe, what is your character doing on this boat? It's like a powered skiff.
Honestly, just kind of sitting back, trying to act casual while paying attention to everything that's going on, because I am very used to just being on edge all the time, but I try to make it look like I'm not on edge, because then your enemies don't expect that, and then you can be the bulwark that they didn't see coming.
And your character's name is?
My character's name is Luther Benedict Greensmith Esquire.
You'll hear a typing sound, and letters appear underneath Joe's character's face as he says what his name is. Okay, so that's what you were doing on the boat, kind of staying chill,
Yep.
Staying alert?
Yep.
All right. Anne, same question.
You see a small female, looks like a halfling, just like a normal halfling, who is kind of at the edge of the boat. Is there like a rail to the boat?
It's like a Chris Craft motorboat from the Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, except with a giant magic engine on the back.
Okay, so she's got her hands like up on the side, the rail, and she's kind of peeking over the side of the rail. She's like 3'2". She's not really tall at all, and she's just kind of watching what's going on. And her name is Coriell Kahz.
All right. And it also then says halfling with a question mark. As you're sitting there, there's a thing up near the top of the boat where the people run out of seats and so forth, and it turns and you realize that this boat has a warforged head mounted on it. Be careful of the spray. It's mildly toxic. And then the head just swivels back over.
Thanks for the heads up.
As the sunlight continues to try and cut higher, you start seeing a shape in the distance, which is the shape you guys are heading towards. You knew it was going to be there, but still, it's massive, much larger than you were. Even though you'd been told it was large, had no idea it was going to be this big. The Warforged head goes, "All right, everyone, you've all been paid. You all know the job. This is the underwater heist." And it cuts to Liz, your character. What do they do when they hear that?
I love this. So I am Lionelle. I'm a dark-haired, human-appearing person, and she's just looking ahead towards our destination. Well, we've all been preparing for this. This is fine. This should be fine.
Alrighty. And your name, Lionelle, types out, "Maybe won't be fine." And finally, Nick, as you see everybody and you're wondering why you keep hearing clacking sounds every time someone says, their name, you are now the focus of the camera. It has swiveled to you.
And Royial has gone from looking off into the distance and admiring the view to wondering where the clacking is going. You could see his eyes shifting from left to right, and he sweeps back long black hair of his face and behind his pointed elf ears, and then takes notice of everyone else getting ready once the Warforged has stopped speaking.
Okay. At this point, the boat starts to slow down, and a bubble forms around it of what is some kind of magic. You're pretty sure You don't even really need to try and make a roll for this. It's pretty obviously some kind of magic. Extending from the engine of the boat, and the boat then goes down into the waves. It doesn't like pick its nose up and then jam itself down. It just starts going down, like it's sinking, except it's still moving forward. It does slow down considerably. It was moving pretty fast, but now it is much slower now that it is fully in the water. And big lights all around it, which are like, it's actually like the spell dancing lights, but very bright, much brighter than you would expect, appear around it as it descends. And it descends for quite some time. So like it's like a 5-6 minute drop. And y'all feel your ears popping. But it doesn't get up to the pressure. If any of you know anything about deep sea diving, you'd know that the pressure would be much higher than just ear popping. But if no one does know that, then that's fine. The narrator filled you in anyway. So what are people doing before this boat gets to where it's going?
I'm just double checking the supplies in my bag, what I've got on me, what I have handy. Okay, just kind of doing an inventory under my breath. Okay, I've got rope. I've got plenty of crossbow bolts. I have yes. Just doing that last minute check.
All right. Anybody else?
Remind me. She's just saying aloud to nobody in particular. Remind me what exactly we're doing here.
Thank you. The head of the Warforged swivels to look at you. I was hoping someone would ask. As you are aware from your briefing, and thus I don't need to tell you, looks at the camera that is floating around, this is the Mournland, previously the Kingdom of Cyre. Cyre, for those of you who do not speak native Corvish. When the Five Kingdoms went to war a generation ago, their various magical armies and strange dragon-marked houses and other complications, including the creation of my people, the Warforged, and he puts a hand on his chest like, yes, we're so great, caused Cyre to ultimately be completely destroyed in a cataclysmic explosion nobody knows about. Nobody can tell us where it came from or why it happened. However, this place, and as he says this place, the lights start hitting what is a gigantic structure. And it's a structure. It's artificial. That is going up from here. It actually breaks the surface of the water above you. You can see it. And the sinking ship is now heading straight towards what looks to be almost an airlock. But it's got a dock coming off of it too. And as you enter into the dock area, you realize that the water is being pushed away from this entire place in like a giant bubble around the dock. The dock is generating it. You can even see, as artificers, you can all see the specific runic engraving that was made to do this. This place, which was part of Cyre's kingdom's defense and research divisions, is rumored to have been involved in that explosion. We are sending you in to recover and identify anything that could be related to that. As private individuals, you may not personally care, but the organization that is paying you, and also paying me in case you care about that, wants to know how it was done to make sure it can never be done again.
That would be ideal, yes.
And now, thank you again for the question. It allowed me to do some exposition. He turns his head and brings the boat in to dock. And as it docks, you realize that the water, the thing that repels the water only repels it on the top side. So there's water underneath you, so the boat can literally come up into the bubble and connect up on the side. Now you can step off of this boat. The field goes down. He steps up out of the boat. Like you actually see like a piece slide forward and a piece slide back, and he stands up. He's an actual Warforged. He's not just a head. And he goes, okay. I will cover your entry and exit, and I will make sure nothing attacks this vehicle while you are gone. I can't actually make sure nothing attacks it, but I will protect it. Good luck to you. If I am killed, you're not getting out of here.
Good to know.
You'll figure something out. I mean, you're clever people. He then walks off of the boat and just takes a position all the way down where the dock ends, and he pulls he pulls something like a rod out of his leg, and the rod telescopes, and then a head forms and now he has like a collapsible hammer in his hand, and he's just waiting.
Coriell clambers out of the boat.
Yeah, it's actually pretty well. It seems to create the proper exit for somebody of your size. It doesn't. It's not hard for you to get out.
That's so polite. Anyway, so she gets out of the boat and kind of looks and waits for everybody else.
Yeah, as you're looking around, you can see the dome of like energy that's holding the water away, and it's very sparkly. Which I guess you'd want your magic to be sparkly so people knew it was there and weren't just and it seems to like travel with the water, like it bends and flexes. It doesn't just to like act immobile. It has give, like possibly because that makes it less expensive to keep running. So that's something you notice while you're looking at it. Anybody else?
Beautiful and terrifying.
I'm already out of the boat. Like I think I would have already started like taking up a slightly forward position. Not really saying much to anybody. My job here is essentially a bodyguard. That's what I'm here for. I am here to protect. But that means also kind of being a little bit in front and just making sure that nobody blows themselves up or the rest of the party. So Luther will just kind of step forward a little bit. And then as he gets to the end of the dock, he'll put his shield down, point down. It'll stand up a little bit on its own. Then he'll reach into a little compartment on the side of his plate mail, and we'll pull out a cigar and light it, and then pick his shield back up.
Okay, Luther has taken a position at the front. Anyone else want to talk before we just get into going inside?
Coriell is making. Man, I'm getting our name. We picked similar names, Anne.
Oh, sorry.
No, I didn't double check. Lionelle is just making sure she's got gloves on, that her skin is all covered. She pulls up like a little mask over her face. Because the Mournlands is usually not healthy for organic beings like us. But here we are.
You also notice, as Lionelle says that, you notice that the water is extremely dark here. Like light hits it, it looks like you're looking at a like obsidian mirror. And there's just, you do not see the sun through it. You can barely see this tower. The only reason you can tell that it breaks through the water surface is because it actually is even darker directly in front of the tower than it is everywhere else. But that's like, it's like shades of more black.
Great. Before we get going, I want to reach into my bag and hand a piece of paper to everyone individually. Hang on to these. It's if anyone opens it up, it shows just a map of our immediate vicinity, and it has a dot on it where each of us are right now. And while you are holding this, you get an additional 1d4 to your initiative rolls. Ooh. And it will update as we go. You will always know where every other person with a map has. And I have maps for everybody. Yes, we all have a map.
And the map then appears in the corner of the screen, so that people watching this can see it. Just for a thing. As you guys walk down the dock, taking care, does anybody want to make any kind of check?
I mean, I think I'm going to be making perception checks as we move along, just kind of keeping an eye out.
Give me 3 example ones. We don't need to make you roll for everything. Just give me 3, because this is about a 300-yard dock. So 600 feet. Actually, no, we're going 900 feet. So it's a pretty big dock. It goes away. So give me 3 of those rolls. 12,
17, 16.
All right. 12, you don't detect anything. There wasn't anything to detect. 17, you absolutely detect something because there is something to detect. It's a gigantic, pulsating, yet dark metallic shape. It was camouflaged pretty well, considering it's a solid 5.5 feet across. And it is, again, it's metal, but it's pulsating. And it is absolutely covered in sigils, but they're not any kind of sigils you've ever seen, personally.
I will take a big puff of my cigar and blow it against the shimmering object to kind of highlight it for everybody else as they can see the smoke curl around it. We have something here. I'm not sure what it is.
Could I investigate this, see if it's anything I recognize, have learned in my studies?
Sure.
Uh,
Arcana is also possibly useful.
that's a 19, which Arcana are investigation. They're the same.
Okay. Going to use Arcana here. The writing on this is magical, but it's extremely crude. Like, you almost feel like you're looking at an idiot somehow managed to create an enchantment because someone else took a long time to teach it to them. And that's, as you're trying to figure out this, you're trying to understand this, like, where have I seen anything like this before? You recognize one symbol that is in a completely different language because it's in Elven. And it's in Old Elven, the Valinar Elven. And whilst you don't know, you might know the language. Do you know Elven?
I don't.
Yeah.
I do.
Okay, if you know Elven, once this is pointed out, the Elven section says, "Hail, Lady Blibdulpulp."
Blibdool poop.
Pulp, not poop.
Pulp.
That's a completely different person.
Pulp.
Yep.
I don't know who that is, but someone important.
When you say that, Liz understands. Wait. Isn't that a Kuatoa thing? The fish people? Why would the fish people be in this underwater bastion? Oh, wait, I answered my own question.
Well,
And
it is an underwater bastion. Okay.
you are now pretty sure that this thing has malign intent.
Well, it's the Mournlands. I would assume everything has malign intent against us.
What is verdict? Do we break or not break?
Do I think that breaking this would help us, or would it cause a terrible arcane explosion in our faces?
You see, all signs point to yes, but you're not 100% on this. Like, you've never seen this kind of thing before, but just the fact that you succeeded your Arcana check means that you get that sense in the back of your head that the Dungeon Master is warning you about something.
Okay, yeah, I don't know the right solution to this one, but I say, can we walk? I mean, is there a safe distance we could walk around it? Smashing it is always an option. Smashing it could also blow up and kill us all. I don't know. It's either or.
I guess they're looking to the voice of God here for an answer. We can walk around or we have to go through it.
You kind of have to try and do one of those things to find out. I mean, theoretically, if one of you had the ability to disarm traps or so.
I was going to say, I don't know if I have that, though. I have thieves' tools, but...
We are all proficient in thieves' tools, so that's just that's a baseline artificer thing.
Yeah, you can make the roll and try and disarm it. You're going to be using both those tools and some of your magic to do it, but yeah.
What would we roll for that? Yeah.
I believe you just roll in the thieves' tools, don't you? You just add your sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
It depends on if you're proficient or not.
I've got a really good sleight of hand, so I could try and disarm it.
All right.
It just lets you add your proficiency.
That's an 18.
Bonus. Yeah.
So you got an 18 in the roll?
Yep.
You reach in with the tools, and you realize I'm not going to be able to actually fit this into anything in here. So you start using it to scratch off specific squiggles that you're you can see arcane resonance with. One of them you almost scratched too far, and for a second you're like, oh my, and then you go, okay, we're okay. We're gonna die? No, we're okay. And then as you remove the last two, it's like it deflates and pops. Like not in an explosive way. Like it just kind of goes.
Does
like
it
if
make
someone
a fart noise?
No, not quite a fart noise, but not too far away from a fart noise.
A balloon
More
deflating.
like a loud belch, perhaps. And a
Weird.
kind of gas comes out of it. It doesn't
Ew.
like hit all of you, but you can see this green and black thing, this cloud, just kind of drift away from it.
Do I know what that is?
You could make another investigator arcana check. Either
I'll
would
do
work.
an investigate.
Also, if you had medicine, you could make that.
That's an 8.
Yeah, you don't know.
Okay. I'm
Can I make
assuming it's
a
bad
medicine
because
check?
the color isn't that great.
A medicine check is certainly useful. You could definitely do that.
16.
Okay. It's not a gas you've seen before, but the fact that it is green and black and also laced with some kind of magic, you're positive that ain't good to breathe. Like you're very lucky that didn't spray on you guys.
Okay, so it did disperse, basically.
Yeah, instead of a bunch of it coming out, it all just kind of dribbled out one side and drifted away in the breeze that you suddenly realize is here in this bubble in the water. That's not creepy at all.
Okay, well, I
Everyone
guess
take care to
we're all right.
avoid breathing that in.
At this point, the narrator realizes it didn't do a gag, and Royial appears underneath Royial in typewriter lighting, except that there's a space between Roy and Al. I mean, sorry, it was like, yeah, Roy and Al. And then it's like, was that where that went? I can't remember where his space was. And that's, that bit gets covered up. And now you are at the doors of this possible airlock into the greater structure.
Is it locked?
I mean, there's ways to find out.
Can I
I
look
would
and
like
see if it's
to,
locked?
yeah.
I'm going to
Should we
push
knock?
everybody back a little bit, and then I will be the
Okay.
one that tries the door.
Okay.
You're just going to grab the door and pull?
Yep, sure am.
So, Luther, I want to say before
Yes.
you do this, I will establish a telepathic link with you. I just kind of have a feeling that maybe we've worked together before and you are perhaps familiar with me being able to do this. So we can talk telepathically. You can talk back to me. Be careful. Remember what happened last time.
I'm always careful. And that's why that's why I've moved everybody back. Shield up. I try the door.
Okay, you have a telepathic link with Lionelle?
Yes, both of us, back
Okay.
and forth. I'm definitely a totally normal, absolutely normal humanoid person.
As I am also a totally absolutely normal humanoid.
Mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
Our party is a little not totally human. Anyway, Luther, you love this tower. You want to defend it. Wait, why would I love a tower? I don't build towers. I build smaller things. This is far too ungainly a structure for me to have built it. I don't even know why I thought that. Lionelle, you love this tower. And you don't have any problem with that. In fact, when you
This is
see
magnificent.
that Luther is going to open the door and violate the sanctity of the tower, you know you must kill him.
Oh, is there any sort of save for this?
Well,
Or
you technically just failed a save, but we will let you have a save before we go into initiative. So make yourself a merry little wisdom save.
Okay, I have advantage on those. And I rolled a natural 20. Plus,
Okay,
plus 1.
Killing Luther would be bad. I have to remember that. Killing Luther would be bad.
I was
And-
just telling myself to make sure he was careful. No, bad.
So you don't kill Luthor or attempt to. I don't know that you would just kill him. I mean, maybe he's got defenses. Who knows?
He's pretty strong, but I shouldn't try. It'd be bad for both of us.
Yep.
Just weighing up the options. Very unhealthy.
But you definitely
There was something
both
very
felt
strange
it.
about this door. I
Yes,
say
true.
that out loud.
All of you are at least aware something's going on. Both Lionelle and Luthor know that the door tried to control them.
Yeah, I was going to say, I assume that I have felt it, even though I succeeded.
Yeah, because you were like, why am I in love with this door? This doesn't make any sense. This building is not that hot.
Guard your mind. Door tower seems like it has magic defense to make you love it. I do not understand why, but yeah, be careful. And I finish opening the door.
All right. The door slides open. It actually, like, you basically turn something and push, and then instead of the door swinging open, the thing you're pushing pushes in, and then there's like an iris that forms, and that iris opens up, and then there's bars behind that, and the bars move to left and right, and then like a concentric circle sweeps to be open. Then there's a noise, and you hear like doot 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 as the vault door pulls in and is spun to the side with the giant teeth on it and everything, and you are now actually in.
I step through the threshold, taking point.
All right. 1 second, because now your maps are going to show you something, and I was ready for this.
Ooh.
Although you'll note that while I was ready for this, I wasn't ready enough to have the images quite at my fingertips. So not quite as ready as I was hoping. But nevertheless, narrating, because we don't want to be too quiet. La, 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 la.
Is it dark in here, or is it lit?
Oh yes, very dark. Extremely
Very
dark.
Okay.
Like antagonistically dark.
I cast light on the end of my. I cast light on my longsword.
What's the normal range on light?
It's a torch.
Okay. So like 30 feet or 60 feet?
60 feet. For dim
It's
light.
30 feet now.
Bright in a 20-foot radius, dim in an additional 20 feet.
There
Okay,
you go.
divide all that by 1/2 because something is suppressing it. It still works, but you got like 12 feet of bright and then 12 feet of dim instead of like 30 and 30.
I just gotta say the line. I've got dark vision.
Yeah, it worked. It is also half as effective as it normally would be.
Yeah, I was gonna say I also have dark vision. I'm sure I would have noticed that already, but I don't know who has and does not have dark vision. So
Not me.
I thought I did, but I can't remember where to see that.
I would be under your features and traits.
Yeah, I'm looking.
I would like to cast Fairy Fire, which objects in a 20-foot cube within range are outlined in like what looks like red ink. And so objects and each creature in the cube is also outlined if it fails a Dex 14 saving throw.
Okay. If you also look in the party, the D&D all Artificers chat, you'll see a map I put in there that appears on your maps, as you have maps that tell you where you each are. You are currently, there's a long curving pathway that is the initial dock that you just took in. When it gets to these two dividing parts, that's where you're currently standing.
The number 2?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
Keep in mind, I'm blind, so I can't read this very well.
Yeah, it splits. It goes straight and then it goes to left and right.
Yep. You can tell on the map. You can't actually see in real life. The Fairy Fire outlines those changes, like the 3 branching paths, but it doesn't show you any of this other stuff. But the map picks up some of this stuff, although it doesn't necessarily tell you what it's for or anything like that. You just know that there's a body of water in a room ahead of you. Then down from that, there's a branching path that goes to something. Then there's another body of water that's further in. And that
Okay.
body of water is even larger.
And I pull out my map. I like feel something odd, and it's like, okay, this is interesting.
Well, which way do we want to go? Coriell's kind of looking back and forth.
Well, we could flip a coin. Though it would have to be
There
a 3-sided coin. I don't have one of those handy.
Oh, yeah, there's 3 options. Coin not so good.
We could
Or you
spin a
could-
dagger, go that way.
Just roll a 6-sided die, and 1, 2 is left, 3, 4 is straight, 5, 6 is right. Just saying.
Okay, I'll roll.
Sure, do it.
1 to the left.
Okay.
I guess.
Okay.
I start making my way down that tunnel slowly, methodically.
As you are heading down that tunnel, the first thing you notice is the complete lack of smell. Like, there's no decay or rot in this area at all. And as your foot swings forward and hits bones, and you look down and see scattered what you could think are humanoid bones, but you're not 100% on what they are. They are not covered in flesh. There's no scraps of flesh. There's nothing holding the skeleton together other than time. And when you kick it, it just scatters because there's just nothing holding it there other than gravity and, when it fell. So, and there's no smell at all.
Long, long dead creatures.
Thing is that the Mournland only formed about 50 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, whilst 50 years is a fair amount of time for decay to happen, Royale's medicine would just know this automatically. There's no way it would have decomposed to the point where there'd be literally nothing. Microbes would be here, and if there's microbes, you can smell them. They actually have that kind of knowledge in Eberron, by the way. They know the microbes exist. So he looks to you guys, and you all look to each other, and you're like, why is there no smell here?
I immediately start being on the lookout for jellies or slimes.
All right.
Can I do an investigation check looking for traps or anything of that nature in the wall? Maybe another sigil or anything that might send gas into the room?
Absolutely. Go ahead and make that roll.
25.
Yeah, you detect all 3 traps. However, the 3 traps appear to be electrical in nature. And they don't seem to do anything about gas. They're almost more like an anti-pest system. Amped up, like not enough to not. This would kill you, or at least it would do a lot of damage. But it doesn't have the kind of sophistication. Like, it's not a lightning bolt trap. It's literally just massive static clouds. That it's the kind of thing that when we want to keep the mosquitoes out of our tents, a smaller version of this would work. So it's odd, but you find them. They're not hard to avoid. You don't even have to make a disarm on them. Once you know they're there, you just know not to step in certain places. It's not tremendously complicated. But you keep going and you descend and you hit a point where you go down some stairs, and now you're going kind of straight and not up and down anymore. But you are still heading forward down that hallway that you see there. The one that's ended, there's a room at the end of it. At this point, you're pretty close to entering that room.
And it's still pretty dark here, except for the light from...
Yeah, the darkness seems to be omnipresent. You don't know why. There's nothing around here that's like automatically telling you, oh yeah, everything will be dark. It just feels like light is having troubles.
Can I check to see if I can smell anything now?
Still, actually, go ahead and make Do you have a survival? You make a survival check. Whether or not you have the ability, you can still try.
Okay.
Anybody can if they want.
11.
All right, yeah, but then you don't get it. Anybody can make that check if they want to.
5. So, no.
12.
10. Yeah, I'm not very good.
All right. Then nobody got it. So, yeah. One of the weird things about this, sometimes you're like, well, nobody detected anything. And it's like, that sounds like there's something there. The narrator turns to the camera and goes, there's nothing there, but they probably won't believe me. And they'd be fools too.
Can we see if there's anything up ahead that looks ominous?
As I'm glad you asked.
Okay.
It's flipped around from the first map. Sorry about that, but this is where you are. This is where you're going.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
Are
a
we at the top
description.
of that?
Maybe a description of what we're looking at for those that are home for the audio format that this is.
Yeah, that's fair. The narrator then gets that silky smooth tone that everybody loves. And unfortunately, I'm not capable of producing, so you'll just have to imagine that I suddenly have dulcet tones. The room is deep and vast, like a gigantic series of bridges. But each bridge only connects to the others in one place. The water that flows in here is different than that of the area around this structure. It is clear and blue and swirling around at high speeds for standing water. There doesn't seem to be any ingress for new water. So the idea of how it is doing this is a little hard to discern. There are sconces along the walls that have sigils in them, and these sigils burn with blue, red, white, and black luminance. Yes, even black luminance. You don't know how that happens, but there it is. And beyond it all, there is a room. You can see a door. And on your map, you can see it, tell that there's a room. You have the little magic maps, and there it is, a room. But you don't know to what purpose it has.
Do these sigils match the ones we found outside?
Oh no. These are from Five Kingdoms magic. This is, in fact, you're pretty sure it's Syrian in origin. Although, everybody used, all the original Five Kingdoms of humanity used pretty much the same thing when they were one kingdom. They were like one empire with 5 kingdoms, each ruled by a house descended from the first emperor. And therefore, you can't say absolutely that it's Syrian, but it seems very likely based on where you are and what they look like, that if it's not Syrian, then it would be one of the other currently existing kingdoms.
Does the water look ominous?
Actually, it only looks ominous in that it doesn't look ominous. It is like extremely clean, and it's moving. It's actually circling, and each one, the furthest out one is going clockwise. The inner one is going counterclockwise.
How deep is this down from the walkways? Like, is it
You don't know.
right under? Okay, I can't tell.
You can't tell by looking. You don't see anything. You see water, and the water appears to just go down until you see nothing. It's just water color at that point, but not watercolor. It's just water.
Can I pull out my Tinker's tools and do a little bit of Tinker's magic and just like make some ball bearings? 'Cause I don't have
Sure,
any.
you can do that.
And I'm gonna toss one of them in the water. Just one.
Okay. It floats.
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 It floats.
A ball bearing.
but-
Okay.
Well, I have to look at your character sheet. The ball bearing goes right near your head because it didn't make the roll. The ball bearing just got used as a bullet, like a slingshot bullet, and did not hit you, but it was trying.
Wait, so like the water shot it back at me?
Mm-hmm. And now you hear
Wow.
bubbling noises.
Uh-oh. We might be in for a little bit of something.
What is above us? Is it just ceiling? Anything of note?
It's a giant turtle with a dragon head and a big scaly tail. And it looks at you and says, "Does anyone speak Aquan?"
No.
Nope.
No.
Okay, does anyone speak Draconic?
I do. I speak
no.
Draconic.
Okay, you speak Draconic? All right. In Aquan, you have no idea what it just said. Then it realizes you didn't understand it, and so it switches to Draconic, and it's like, now, I am irritated with you. Why did you throw garbage in my pond? This is my water. I summoned it and keep it clean.
I'm so sorry. I was just... It's so clean and nice that I was wondering if there was something interesting about it.
You were looking at his shell because he was literally like adhering to the ceiling somehow. He turns and drops and goes doom right on the middle center of this. And he's actually his body takes up that entire platform directly in front of him. And his head and limbs go to this first ring of stone. And his tail actually reaches all the way back to the doorway of the door behind him. And he's like, technically I'm supposed to kill all of you. And the binding is pretty strong. But that hasn't been reinforced in a long time. So I don't suppose you have a lot of money?
I have some. Who told you to kill people?
The ones that summoned me here. And trapped me in the binding.
Were?
No. Do you tell people that you imprison?
Was it lady and then blurble blop, whatever that was?
Blibbleboop?
Yeah.
No, a goddess did not pull me here. I don't think.
Oh, that's a goddess?
They look to be human.
Oh, okay.
I mean, not human, but, like all of you. Like, you're not a halfling. And you, I don't know what you are. You get furry when you're
I don't
angry.
know if they can understand you.
He's talking in Draconic. So if they don't speak Draconic, they have no idea what's going on. This giant turtle thing is just yammering at you and pointing its gigantic scaly... This thing is seriously like...
And
if
Coriell
a
is yammering back in this...
Yeah. It's like the Tasmanian devil is, was talking to another Tasmanian devil, a much smaller one. But yeah, he's like, well...
Roy has never been so terrified.
I thought you said you spoke Draconic.
No, just Elvish and Dwarvish.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, the only person who knows what's going on here is Coriell.
Well, can we just kind of avoid the whole killing us thing? Because we're just,
if you can release me from my bindings, I'm willing to not kill you. I don't want to be here. This is horrible. All the water is polluted.
It's a really little room for you too.
Yes, it is not. I'm not that old. I'm only 120 years old. I have life to live.
You're still
I want to see
young.
my mother and my sisters and my brothers and my fathers. I don't know which one of them was actually my father. We do a communal thing.
Where's those bindings at?
Those right there on the wall.
Ah.
To those, and there's of course the other ones on the other side, which mirror them, and thus they have to be disrupted in the proper order and the proper sequence.
And are they in the Syrian kind of language?
Oh yeah, as far as I know, I don't know what that gobbledygook is.
I was asking the narrator.
Oh, narrator's like, sorry, I was acting. Yes.
Okay, maybe let me talk to my friends real quick here because they don't speak Draconic. But let me talk to my friends real quick here. We'll see what we can do. We're pretty smart. We should be able to get you out of here because this is just no place for you.
No, it is not. And although some of my belief in your possible intelligence is dimmed because they don't speak Draconic, because why wouldn't you? I'm
Well, I
willing to
know.
wait and find out.
Okay, hang on 1 second.
You tell them they have 10 minutes to come up with a proposal before I start breathing steam everywhere?
Yeah, I turn around and fill everybody in. Okay, so Turtle's okay. It's been a very long time. Turtle doesn't necessarily want to kill us. Turtle would rather be free, but those bindings on the wall, those things on the wall, they're binding him here. Can we get rid of them?
And
because then he'll be chill and he'll just leave.
What are these things on the wall look like?
There's one for like his red, blue, white, and black.
Like the dragons.
And there's one on each side, and then on the other side there's mirroring ones that so you have red, blue, white, and black on one side. On the other side you have black, white, blue, and red. So there's red going to red, white going to white, black going to black, blue going to blue.
Okay. You guys got any ideas how to dispel this thing?
I'm going to do something that I'm stealing blatantly from Joe, which is describe to me a way you think you could help solve this, and then pick something to make a check with it. And you're you're trying to get a communal success target.
Would lining up dragon elements to the colors sound?
I'm going to think about what I know about the history of the, is it Ceruleans or what is it?
Seer, the nation, Cyre, Seer.
I'm thinking about what I know about the history of Seer and the significance of these colors and why those colors in particular would be used here to see if I can kind of discern what we need to do.
What would you be rolling for that?
History?
Okay. Go ahead.
That's a 17.
Okay. You do that for a bit. You're thinking, you're pausing, and you're like, the fact that these runes are in Syrian does not mean they have any connection to Syrian history. Everybody used basically the same rune system with very subtle changes based purely on. Originally, we all used the exact same runes, but then we became 5 different places, and therefore our runes got different just because the way we wrote and drew and shaped things was a little different. We all had our own cultures. So that's not a connection there, but the color, you do figure out these are connections both to types of dragons and elements that dragons are often associated with. For instance, black dragons are related to swampy, marshy, corruption, basically tainted or defiled earth. White dragons are creatures of intense cold, like winter itself, so freezing air. The blue is lightning based.
Oh,
and you remember the lightning traps. And the red is fire. So, there's a small child with a blue arrow on his head who just appears and gives you a nod and then fades away again. If you get it, you get it.
Okay.
I'm assuming you share this with the class?
Yes.
I walk over to the blue gem and I thunder punch it.
Okay.
But there's one on either side.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Sure. Give me one.
And tell me if you succeed. Well, tell me what you do, because this is not that hard to hit.
No, thunder pulse is literally it's a option of my kit. Basically, it's like thunder wave, but instead it's a punch. So
okay.
Does a 12 hit it?
Oh yeah. Okay. Roll your damage to that.
6 points of thunder damage.
Okay. The wall cannot make a saving throw to avoid being knocked back, but neither can the wall be rocked back. So we'll just call that. But that adds to the possible success.
It does not. It does not have a knockback for this one.
That's fine then, because now I don't have to think about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, that seems to have done something. However, the other side of here is now quivering. You have to disrupt them both, you realize. They can't be disrupted one at a time.
I see what Luther has done, and I look to the one that he hit on the other side, and I would like to use telekinetic shove on it, which is that one is a knockback on a saving throw. It does not do damage.
Make an Arcana check before you do this.
Okay.
You're smart enough.
Damage?
It is no kind of damage. It's a knockback.
Oh,
but I wonder if I can use it to just put force into it. Do you think I need thunder damage?
Yeah.
You are pretty sure that's exactly why he chose the spell he chose. That he
Okay, I rolled a 17.
Okay, you stop before you do that because it's not going to work.
Okay, it's thunder. Can I approach this thing? Can I get close to it?
You can move. It's a big room, but if you move, if you go your full move, you can get to that side and be in within 5 feet of it.
Okay, so I want to go to the one across from the one Luther was in and use Shocking Grasp on it. That is a touch spell, which could be hazardous to my health, but
does it need
this is
what
what I've got.
An attack with Shocking Grasp, or you just a save from the thing?
Let me see. On a hit, the target takes.
Okay,
yeah,
so
it's
you
an
have to
attack roll. Okay,
make that attack roll.
Mm-hmm.
You know that a 12 is sufficient to hit, so.
Luther, I think we need to do this at the same time.
Sure.
That's a natural 20, so 25.
Yep. Okay.
17.
You don't have to do it again. You're within the 6 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So she got it just before it would have.
Okay.
Activated. There's a little wiggle room on this trap. It's not. If you just did one and just walked away, then it would be bad. But as long as you're trying to get them done, since it's an initiative order thing, and nobody could really ever make sure to get both at the exact same time, there's a little wiggle room. So right now, blue goes out, and the dragon turtle goes, "Oh, that's better. I might be able to." Nope, not quite yet. but I'm happy. I'm happy. If I do kill you, I'll do it quickly. I won't.
I've got 2 flasks of Alchemist Fire. Seeing what the team has done, can I throw one of each flask on the red one?
You're a 4th level?
We are all 4th level.
So you don't have any way to do two attacks in one round, do you?
Just give a flask to somebody else.
Okay.
I'll give it to Coriell.
Okay.
Okay. So I go to one side to the red one and go, you ready?
Yeah. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Again, you need to be to 12 to hit these things. They do not have a lot of support. They're not armored or anything.
12, like a spell attack, or?
Basically, I think it's just like it's a throwing weapon attack. It's like you just throw it and roll your.
Do I just roll a d20 and call good? Yeah,
if you've got a dex bonus, it would count.
D20 plus dex plus proficiency?
Yes, you would also get your proficiency bonus.
I got a
12
4.
on the dot.
Well, okay, that's a problem. How did you do, Royial?
12 on the dot.
Okay, Royial actually hits it. It starts to, technically speaking, you two should not be going at the same time, but we're letting you. Boom, you just got fire on yours. There is no fire on the other one, and now it is going back around to Joe's character, and you've got your turn before this thing goes tentacles up.
I mean,
you've got to hit that thing with something in 6 seconds.
Yeah, I know. I'm going through my list of what I have available to me. Give me a second, because I have a feature that I think I can use here. I just got to find the list.
Can you light a torch?
Yeah, I mean, I can.
He wants to play with his spells if he can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going for the hero moment.
No, not even a hero moment. I'm just
Everyone
trying to use
the cool.
I'm just trying to use the cool stuff.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah,
have.
no, I'm hyping you up.
I think I can just produce a lit torch as a tinker.
Okay. So
So-
it just kind of slides out of your armor or something?
Yeah, I'm just double checking. Yep, I can. So then I will just use my tinker's magic to literally like slide a lit torch out of like the sleeve of my my plate mail, the vambraces, and just be like, "Oh, here you go," and just smack or light the fire gem with it.
Make the attack roll. It's you're hitting it with an improvised weapon.
Yeah. 17.
That's fine. Just as it's about to do something that wouldn't be good, it goes, oh, okay, no, there's fire on both of us, and it goes out. Now 2 of the bindings are down. The dragon turtle is rocking in its shell. Going, oh, almost. Oh, I hated this.
We're working on it. Be patient.
I haven't eaten you yet, have I?
No, you haven't. Thank you very much for that.
The black one, corruption, acid. I think black dragons do acid. Yes.
It's like defile.
Yeah, it is
decay,
acid.
Acid, yeah.
Black dragons breathe acid.
Yeah.
I take out my alchemist jug
Oh.
because it's one of the
Starts
two.
blowing on it.
It's one of the 2 infusions that I have. I
Okay,
have one. Does anybody have another?
I don't.
I have an alchemist jug.
Ah.
We just
I will point out that at this point, technically, it's Liz's action, followed
Nope.
by
I don't have.
by Royial, and then but I mean, you could take the alchemy, the acid thing, and go stand next to the thing and be ready for the next person to come up. That is something you could do.
And then the last one is cold.
that I have nothing.
It
Yeah,
was-
I don't have any. I don't have anything for either of those things.
Hmm.
Well, why don't you guys take the acid? Just borrow the jug, give it back to me. It's not like it's that big of a deal.
I want to say between the 2 of them, Royial and Lionelle managed to get acid onto both of the black sigils in a good reasonable amount of time. That does leave you, however, with the white sigil, and the oddly thing is the dragon turtle looks like it's hurting like as you do this, because the magic that was originally binding all 4 elements is now circling just through the one binding. So whilst he is not held in 3 ways, he is taking some kind of damage from this. You can see there's like rime forming on his face.
Rhyme like cold?
Frost, like literal icicles. Like you've been outside and it's been like cold enough that there's like a sheet of like ice on everything, and even
Hey,
tree
buddy.
branches have it like that.
Hey, buddy, can you bring your face over here real quick? I need one of those icicles.
No, but I could do this. He holds out each of his gigantic flippers, which also have these enormous claws on them, and they easily cover the space between both rooms. I mean, both to both walls of the room, and sticks them into the water sigil, the blue sigil, the frost sigil in this case.
There we go.
And as he does, there's a ting sound, and the completely invisible to you, but was there to him, magical effect drops, and he is cold. He's very cold. He's like, I do not like being this cold. But he's like, I can leave the room, I think. Let's find out. And he goes up. Like very, very up. And smashes into the ceiling. And then realizes, wait, I can't actually fly. And comes back down very hard. He shakes the entire room. Everybody makes some kind of athletics or acrobatics check to not get knocked prone as he does this.
That's a big
And then
old 14 for me.
13?
That should work. 14 and 13
That's a
should
10.
work. 10 does not work. But Royial works.
30-20.
Yeah. Royial is fine. But it was Lionelle, you rolled a 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, you fall prone. That means that when he throws himself forward at the doorway that leads out of this place, the path you just took, he splashes the water on you.
Oh dear.
And you gain 300 hit points.
What?
For
Whoa!
one round.
Yo.
Oh, that feels
Lionelle is beefy for one round.
for one round. My base hit points are 27.
So you had 327 hit points for a round.
So
Imagine that your hit point bar goes whoop, then goes whoop. So for 6 seconds, you were practically unkillable by anything in this room, and then you were fine. And he manages to push himself through that doorway, and you don't know, like it must kind of be like a greased turtle trying to fit itself through a very small passageway, but he seems to be going for it.
Goodbye.
Oh,
watch out!
don't
watch out
go
for
in
the
there.
traps.
Yeah, the traps are fine. There's something in that room that I was told not to let anyone have because it was the key to an ultimate power
Oh,
that could
okay.
destroy worlds. But I don't care anymore. Have fun. And
Thanks.
With that, I guess we'll take our first break.
Yeah, so this is the end of our first episode. We have successfully freed a turtle. That I guess that's good.
Maybe.
Sure.
We'll find out.
Solid maybe.
And we didn't die. Yay.
Woohoo!
Blizzard Watch is made possible due to generous contributions at patreon.com/blizzardwatch. Your continued support means that this podcast site and community is able to thrive and grow. Blizzard Watch supporters enjoy exclusive benefits like early access to our podcast, better chance at having your question answered on our podcast with you, and an ads-free site experience. With that, friends, we'll see you next time.